Oh my god. Oh wait, this is like a date. Oh, I'm scared. Oh my. Okay, sorry. You have a dick, right? No. Because I'm bi. I like both. There's a lot. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Right. Best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana. Very that.
If you recreated the theme song, but instead of taking off your hair, you just...
I just showed my dick. So welcome back to my channel. I feel like this collab is probably like one of the most highly requested ones. I was on your podcast, when was it? It was like, I think like the end of 2016 or something like that. Like a year and a half ago.
I'm trying to remember how many scandals that was ago for both of us.
It was a few mental breakdowns ago, you know.
Fuck.
Time goes fast. So we just have a list of things we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna ask Shane, etc. And we'll just get through it. So
fuck, we'll just get through it. Me in 2013 with every collab I did.
We'll just get through
this shit.
So, fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Caitlyn Jenner, Tana Mojo, or Tommy Lahren.
Okay. Huh. Listen, Tana Khan didn't work.
So
and
it's kill Tana Khan.
As disappointed as I am in Tana for that, I still love her. So I'm going to... Oh god, I don't want to marry her. That would be a nightmare.
Over invited guests to the wedding.
Yeah, I invited 800,000 guests. And the venue is the size of a bathroom. I don't know. I guess I would fuck Tana. That's weird, but okay, I'll fuck Tana. Marry, who was the first one? Caitlyn Jenner. Oh yeah, marry Caitlyn Jenner. Coin, but also, I kind of like Caitlyn. And then kill, what was the other one? Tommy
Lahren.
Yeah.
So I would, bang Tana, I would end Tommy Lahren, and I would marry Caitlyn for the old coin. Whose wiener do you think is bigger between the both of us?
Oh, sorry, that was my boyfriend texting you saying yours.
They say you can tell by hands though.
My hands are small. My hands are fucking
Mine
small.
are kind of big, girl.
Whoa! Sorry, that's like actually the worst thing to say to somebody. Whoa! Oh.
My hands are...
Your hands are bigger, but they're actually like not that, and I have very tiny hands. So your hands not that big.
Okay, yeah, mine are only slightly bigger, and I have fake nails and shit too, but...
Yeah.
So, mine's bigger. What would you tell your 9-year-old self?
Whoa. Okay. Oh, I know what I would have said. I would have said, number one, you are something called a grower. I guess I would have said that's normal peeing the bed or peeing your pants when you laugh too much. Like, I was just having fucking bladder issues. Like, who cares? That's normal. Kind of.
It is.
I was so, like, freaked out about everything.
What would I say to my 9-year-old self? I would probably say to not be such a jerk to, like, my family. Because I was like, a depressed little kid, and, like, I would take it out and, like, I would say really mean things. So probably, like, be nicer to my dad. Because, like, my dad's dead now. Like, I don't have him. So it'd be nicer if I went back and, like, was just nicer. Because most of my memories now are bad memories. So.
Right. When did he die?
5 years ago.
How old are you?
24.
You were 19. Were you already transitioning?
I was about to.
I
was considering it. And then he died, and then like I didn't want to do that to my mom like right after, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So I like put it off for another like year and a half or so, and then I slowly got into it. So I would have done it sooner, but I don't know, life.
Did you do that because you're like, oh, she had the death of her husband, I don't want her to have the death of her son? Because people say that, like family members, they're like, it felt like I lost and I gained a new family member or something.
Yeah, that's what I've said. It's like to hear the news, like your husband died, and then 2 months later, and your son is now not your son, and changing their name, and that'd be like a lot.
Did you have a good relationship with your dad?
Oh my god, this part's like kind of crazy.
What?
Like one of the last things I said to him, because he died of cancer, one of the last things I said to him was, I hope you go effing die of cancer. And a week later he did. And no one knew he had cancer, and a week later
What? What?
It's the biggest life regret for sure. Like having said that, and then a week later for that to happen.
Oh my god.
So that is the importance of like, you know, don't say things that you don't mean. Because that's not, obviously I didn't mean that. But it's like when you're fighting with someone, when you're a kid and you have that angst, it's like...
You know that has nothing to do with you. That's just like a crazy coincidence.
Oh no, I didn't, I know I didn't like make it happen,
okay,
obviously.
Yeah. Or even like a weird guilty like...
The guilt just comes from like it must have been saying it, and it must have been such a terrible feeling.
My whole thing, I never go to bed if I'm fighting with anybody, especially like whoever I'm in a relationship with. Like, oh my god, no, we are figuring this out. We're gonna stay up all night. We're gonna figure this shit out before we go to sleep.
But it's like a learned lesson that like just treat people you love like you love them. You know, it's like the simplest thing. But the people we love the most are the people you take things out on the most, and who you kind of treat the worst in a way. What do you think each other's best physical and personality qualities?
Oh no, I'm gonna start crying. Sorry.
You're gonna cry?
I can't take a compliment, even if it's fake. Your best quality, oh my, I tell you this all the time, you're so fucking funny. Like, just off the cuff, just funny and interesting, and just so enjoyable to watch and be around.
Thank you.
You're one of those people who, like, I'm never bored by you
good.
as a person, and that's really fucking hard. I get really bored by like, things. So, that.
So, your best quality is undoubtedly how you inspire other people around you. I remember when I did your podcast, I think I had just started YouTube. I had like 60K, maybe. That may even be over pushing it. I was like just starting. And when you hit me up to do your podcast, I was like, for real? Shane Dawson wants me to do his podcast. And so I went and we did it, and it was so much fun. And then when I left your podcast on the flight home, I was feeling like so inspired because I was like, Shane made this YouTube thing like so big, and he is just so fucking awesome. And it was just very inspiring as someone who just started. And you're always, not even just for me, I see like what you do for so many other people. Like, you support a lot of people in what they want to do on YouTube or on the internet or whatever it may be. Just that you are willing to help people and you don't see it as a threat to what you have or what you've done.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. You are so good, and I believe in you so much, and like, I just have so many ideas and so many things. Like, you're such a interesting new voice that I've never seen before, not just on YouTube, but in general, like in the media or whatever. Just like just everything about you. You don't fit into a little box, and that's why you're going to be like a legendary figure, a voice, because you're so, and I'm not even like bullshitting. This is my favorite collab I've ever done. I don't think I've had this much fun sitting with somebody just
Really?
talking. No.
What is your worst sexual experience?
Whoa. Whoa. I don't know what that was. Okay, sorry.
Probably means something good.
There's been a lot.
Oh.
Not really. I haven't even had that many like partners.
Same. I'm such a virgin.
How many people have you had sex with?
2.
And maybe it's just because I have issues with myself. I just love, if somebody's nice to me, I will fuck them. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what their gender is. I have fucked this couch. Like, it literally to me is like, it's all about a connection. And I know that sounds so weird in like 2018, but it really is.
True though.
Honestly, if somebody's just like, you have long eyelashes.
You have nice eyelashes.
I do?
Yeah.
I'll fuck them. Joey, come over here. Let's have a three-way. What was your first time? What happened? Wait, were you, was this pre-transition?
Dark.
Wait, why?
My first time was that.
No. Damn it, I stepped right into it.
The first time was me being raped.
Okay.
So that was the first time.
How old were you?
I was 18.
How did it happen?
I went on a date with a guy, and he was much older. I think he was like 30, and I was 18. And it's so sketchy, but we went to literally a river at night. Like, literally a parking lot next to a jungle gym. Like, literally we're sitting on the jungle gym talking, and then he asked if I wanted to like hook up, and I said no, like I just met you. He like kept on after that asking. And so then we started walking back to the car, and he grabs me and starts making out with me. And I'm down for that, so I was making out with him. But then he like is like grabbing me tighter, and then before you know, we're literally against a tree, and he's doing it, and like the pain was so bad that I passed out. So I actually don't remember the experience, which I guess is a blessing in a way. Like, it hurt so bad because obviously if it's...
There's no lube or anything.
Right, like, so it was just like an excruciating pain to the point where like everything just went dark and fuzzy. And my next memory, after of course him starting it, was him, oh my god, it's so dark, is him carrying me back to the car. And then I guess for a while it definitely affected like my trust for men, and like I was kind of scared of them for a while, but I did get over it. Like, I'm a trooper, bitch. I'm a survivor. You know what I mean? You're getting me to open up on such deep stuff. Like, I've talked about like my dad's death, and I've talked about that, but I've never went into detail like that. I'm very like reserved, but Your Oprah over here, girl, just letting all the feelings out.
No, I love that. I think it's so interesting to like really like get down to the real core of everything. Because the more I hear that type of stuff, the more I understand you, and I think the more they'll understand you as well. Because I'm just like, oh, this all makes sense.
That's why you're messed up.
Do you have eating disorders? How many?
For some reason.
Let's play never have I ever had an eating disorder.
Okay.
Can I guess?
I don't know if I have a full-fledged eating disorder.
You do. If you're playing.
What about you?
Oh. I've had them all. Yeah, no, it sucks. I mean, bulimia was like the longest one. That's something, I mean, I still struggle with that. I'm not actively bulimic, but it is like one of those weird things where I still get that feeling if I eat too much of like, what if I just, here, kids, if you're thinking about being bulimic, let me give you some facts.
PSA.
Exactly. Number one, it doesn't work. It makes you fatter.
Does it really?
Yeah, at the peak of my bulimia, I was like getting puffier because it swells up your lymph nodes and like you actually hold like 80% of the calories still. You don't really throw up all the calories, so you're still eating all the shit. It's really
I didn't know
bad.
that.
Yeah, it sucks.
I
It's
thought it
really
was, I mean, I know it's like horrible to do to yourself, but I thought it was effective.
bad. Yeah, that's crazy. You never thrown up?
I've tried. Maybe like a year ago or something. But it wasn't, like I couldn't do it. I think I like have no gag reflex.
Turning it into a brag.
I've been humble brag, girl.
Wow. That's went well.
Do you think we got everything?
Yeah.
I think we talked about our entire life.
5-hour video.
Right.
Good luck.
Okay.
Can't wait to see it.
So that was all for today's video. Hope you guys like the complete mess that it was. I feel like we talked about everything. I feel like we laughed. We almost cried. Would have been better for YouTube clickbait to cry, but whatever.
I can do it for you.
I really appreciate you coming on because you've meant so much to me since I started my YouTube. You're everything. It's so much fun. I'm so glad we hung out. Just in general, filming or not, it was great. We hung out for hours before we even filmed. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. YouTube recently demonetized all of my videos. If you'd like to support this channel, fight YouTube censorship, and keep the videos coming, please consider pledging on patreon.com/BlaireWhite. We're giving the children the meal they asked for.
That's all I want to do is make these kids fucking fat with content. Sorry, that sucked.